Hey Trent, got a couple of vids here for you. One on the right is from a week ago. That's what we did an initial lesson on, and one on the left is your new one. And I'm going to show you some of the changes you've made. Quite drastic changes, I might add, which is good to see. You haven't started hitting the ball solidly yet with these irons. With the new changes, don't stray from it. It's a learning curve. Part of hitting the ball solid is mental acceptance, obviously. But in any event, I'm going to get you at the top over here on the right. This is your old position. And here's your new position, Trent. And that is such a huge change. It's hard to fathom that your muscle awareness is that good. And obviously it is. But that's a big change, man. And that position on the left is a real good position. That's a position you can deliver the club to the golf ball in a very efficient manner. What I mean by that, a lot less compensations. It looks like you got this early wrist set drill down to a science, which is real good. For that matter, the next, whatever videos you put up next, please have them on a tripod, which I believe the one on the left is, and also have it right down your toe line, which the one on the left is. And try to have all your down the line views that way. It makes things much easier for me and for us to interpret from video to video. But in any event, when you're in that position right there on the takeaway, Trent, on the left, it's almost impossible to get it wrong at the top. And that's what that early wrist set drill does. It helps encourage that. That's good stuff. Now, let's get you over here on the right for a second. I want to show you the difference in these two swings, especially from that position. Right about there. Let's get you down here to the slow motion is driving me nuts here, Trent. Here we go. I want you to look at these club head position. Look how far away from the target line it is there compared to over here. That's a big difference. And again, that early wrist set drill encourages the correct position. And I strongly encourage you to do that in your pre-shot routine. One big waggle, check your position, put the club back, and then pull the trigger. And I want you to do that with every club in the bag, particularly the driver, which I'll get into here in a second. But in any event, when you get that club back there in that manner, it's tough to go wrong from. When you get it incorrectly, it's compensation city usually, and that's the big difference. I want you to see something right here. Look at this angle. I'm going to put a line up here. That shaft. Now again, your left arm is parallel to the ground. That shaft, I can't remember what that angle just said. Let's try it again. Is roughly 46 degrees. Now the angle over here on the left, steeper. It's 50 degrees. That's 5 degrees steeper, which is much better, by the way. That's what I was getting to in our initial lesson. When you've got that left arm halfway back, the shaft is much too shallow in your golf swing. And when you get these hands too far on the inside, like I was showing you, like yours are, or the club head for that matter, either or, doesn't matter. What happens is this club head takes this path and across the line, and then of course in your case you come over the top, so to speak, and that's what we're trying to alleviate. It looks like you've done a really good job, by the way, with the changes, and I want you to watch something here now. Get right to the top. Let's get you back down. You can see ever so slightly, still a little steep, and I saw a very slight over the top, and it's so slight I don't even want to mention it, but I did. It's a position that we can become a very good ball striker from. Now, let's get the big monster up here, the driver. Okay, let me get the down the line view. The driver, if I can find it. Looks like that is right there. Now again, Trent, again, the camera view on the left looks good. Your camera angle on the left is from a fixed position, I believe, but in future, like I said earlier, please have this camera angle if you can, right down your toe line. In other words, set the camera up over in this position. It makes my job a little easier, but more importantly, it's easier to reference from video to video. But in any event, let's look at the one on the left here. And when you do shoot these pictures or these videos, please get the whole entire shot in other words, the shaft, the whole 9 yards. Alright, now let's get you taking the club away here for a second, Trent. I want you to look at something. Tough to tell from this angle, but I'm going to point something out to you. These hands right now, those hands right there, need to be more here. If they are in that position, then the shaft has the ability to be more vertical. Instead, I'm going to look at yours right now and tell you it's probably on that angle right there, very shallow. Now let's go over here to the one on the right. That's a good down the line view. You're right down the toe line, but again, that video is not from a fixed position. But in any event, we're going to use it anyways because it's going to show you more what I'm looking at. This is your old swing, by the way, on the right, about a week ago. Let's get you around here. That thing must be in slow motion, I guess, huh? Alright, let's get you back down, right about there. Again, that shaft is very shallow. I think I pointed that out to you last time with the driver. Big time shallow. Again, when that left arm is parallel to the ground, that shaft should be pointing down here at the golf ball. Should be in that position. And again, that's a direct result of these hands being wrapped around the body too much. And that's what we got to work on, buddy. You got to get the hands out here. You got to get the shaft, and you do it pretty well with the irons. Just the driver's a different animal. It's a longer club, so naturally you stand further away from the ball, and naturally the plane's a little shallower. But in your case, it's too shallow. When you get that club that shallow and those hands that far around, again, what happens is club takes this route. Alright? If we can get that club coming back on a much better plane, we're going to take a more upright route. More importantly, the hands will be out in front of your body where you won't get stuck as much, and then you come right back down that same plane again. But in a nutshell, I want you to incorporate that early wrist set with the driver swing for sure, and make that part of your pre-shot waggle. That's what I do. I've done it for almost 2 years, and until it becomes natural. And but in any event, let's get you over here on the left again. Actually, I'm going to use the one on the right because that's a better angle. If we can get these hands traveling, tough to do from this picture frame, straight back, and then the club's going to come up from there. Alright, and that early wrist set drill is going to help that, buddy. You gotta eat, sleep, and drink that for sure, especially with this club, because I still see this club coming around and around and around and around and around, and then obviously gets into that position at the top. We got to eliminate that aroundness and feel like everything's coming straight back almost. That's what it's going to feel like. Now, don't confuse that with that's what it's going to be. I want you to feel like that club's coming straight back. I want you to feel like these hands are coming straight back. And then when that left arm gets parallel to the ground, let's get a circle around your hands. The hands will be in this position, and from that point we can get that club getting more vertical, and that'll keep the shaft on plane. That'll keep you from manipulating an over the top move. It'll get you coming back down that plane. And in a nutshell, I just wanted you to see that your iron swing is really good, much better than your driver swing. Let me see if I can get that iron swing back up here again. That's it, right there. Let's get you the boom. Big difference here. I mean, obviously we're using a shorter golf club, and our swing plane is going to be a little steeper, but we got that club at about 50 degrees. Could even be a little bit steeper. Much better than what it was before, mind you. Always keep to the positives here. And we got this shaft at a, wow, 35 degree. A lot of compensation going on in that swing on the left. And we just got to fix your takeaway, buddy. That's about it. But in any event, I'm going to send you an email and let you take a look at this stuff. Thanks.